Welcome to Aliza Revenge Stories. Today's story is about friendship, betrayal, and the kind of lie that shatters trust forever. It's the story of how I found out my best friend, the one I loved like a sister, was faking cancer, and how I made sure the truth reached everyone. My name is Emily Carter, and this is my story. I met Sophie 5 years ago at a marketing firm in Boston. She was the kind of person who could walk into any room and instantly become the center of it. Beautiful, funny, confident. Everyone liked her. And me, I was quiet, the kind of person who blends in. But somehow, Sophie noticed me. On my first day, she brought me coffee and said, "You look nervous. Don't worry, everyone." And from that moment, we became inseparable. We ate lunch together, took smoke breaks together, even though I didn't smoke, and shared every little detail of our lives. When my mom passed away the next year, Sophie stayed by my side. She cooked for me, held my hand at the funeral, and told me I was her family now. For years, I believed that was true. One cold November night, Sophie called me. Her voice was shaking. "Greater than Emily, I just came back from the doctor," she said. "They found something. It's cancer." My breath caught in my throat. The word cancer felt like a knife. I remember whispering, "What?" "No, Sophie. No." She told me it was stage 2 lymphoma and that she'd start chemotherapy within weeks. I stayed silent on the phone, just listening to her cry. When she hung up, I sat in the dark for hours, imagining her losing her hair, her smile, her strength. The next day, I sent her flowers, groceries, and a handwritten letter telling her I'd be with her every step of the way. Weeks passed. Sophie told everyone in the office about her diagnosis. People started donating money for her treatment. She posted photos online, her wearing a hospital gown, sitting in a clinic chair with an IV tube. The comments poured in. "Stay strong. You're an inspiration. You'll beat this, warrior." Our company organized a fundraiser. I gave $3,000, my entire savings, because she wasn't just a friend. She was my sister. At first, she looked tired, sick even. Her skin was pale, her voice weak. But then something strange happened. She started going out again. Late night parties, bars, concerts. She'd post smiling selfies, champagne in hand, saying, "Living life to the fullest." When I asked, "Aren't you supposed to be resting?" she'd laugh and say, "You can't let cancer take away your joy, Em." I'm not gonna stop living. Her energy didn't match her illness. But I wanted to believe her so badly that I ignored every red flag. One Friday, she told me she couldn't come to work, said she had chemo all day, but later that night, a co-worker tagged her in an Instagram story at a rooftop bar dancing. I froze. I replayed the clip again and again. She was glowing. Not sick, not tired, just laughing. My stomach twisted. Maybe it was before her appointment, maybe she went out after. I told myself anything to push that thought away. But from that day, I started noticing little cracks. She never let anyone come with her to the hospital. She always had a new excuse. "My doctor doesn't allow visitors. I'm too embarrassed. I don't want pity." Then she posted a picture of her bald head. But when I met her the next, karai narinalai, her hair looked normal. When I asked, she said it was an old photo. Something didn't feel right anymore, and I decided to check on her treatment center. And she had mentioned going to Boston Oncology Care, a place I knew well. My mom had been treated there before. So one day, when she said she had chemo at 10 a.m., I showed up with a box of homemade muffins and a note that said, "For my fighter." I waited outside the reception desk, my heart pounding. When I asked for her name, Sophie Allen, the nurse frowned. "Greater than, I'm sorry, there's no patient here by that name." I smiled awkwardly, thinking maybe I'd spelled it wrong. I tried Sophia Allen. Still nothing. That's when my stomach dropped. I left the muffins on the counter and walked out into the cold air, shaking. Outside, I called her. Greater than, "Hey, how's your treatment going?" I asked softly. She groaned. "It's brutal." "I'm at the hospital now. My veins are all bruised." She lied, right to my face, while standing in the middle of the city, nowhere near a hospital. That night, I couldn't sleep. I scrolled through her Instagram, looking at every photo. One by one, I started noticing tiny inconsistencies. The hospital logo on her treatment chair didn't match any in Boston. The fourth tube was clipped the wrong way. I zoomed in and realized it was a stock photo. She had edited herself into it. I checked the fundraiser page next. $27,400, all donated by kind strangers, people like me who believed her pain. My heart pounded as I printed,